buying a property in New South Wales, one of the biggest headaches from a lawyer's point of view is making sure that the client actually does have the money to purchase the property. If you put a deposit down on a property in New South Wales, you normally have a settlement period, usually 6 weeks, and at that point you're supposed to pay the balance of the purchase price. If you can't come up with the balance of the purchase price, you'll lose the deposit. It's critically important that before anybody puts a deposit down on a property or commits to this process, they've seen a good mortgage broker or a banker and have been approved for the loan. In this case, the banker or mortgage broker will have explained to them the risks involved and will have pre-approved them for the purchase of a property up to a certain price. Now, as I said, if you are in a situation where you're applying for a loan, it's important that when you go along and see this mortgage broker that you find somebody good and have been approved or what's called pre-approved for finance, so that you can afford to put a deposit down on the property. Now at that point, when you're about to put a deposit down on the property, ideally you should have seen a lawyer or a conveyancer as well. There's other issues that have to be explored, and the best time to do this is before you put a deposit down on a property. After you've put that deposit down and you sign the contract, the bank will come into a valuation on the property, and if that valuation stacks up against the purchase price of the property, then you're a long way towards getting what's called unconditional approval. The banks then go through a process after valuing the property where they will check certain things and go through the rest of the process, and you will get unconditional approval for finance at some point after the properties have exchanged. It's critically important that the lawyer or conveyancer you're using explains these risks and protects you as much as possible.